Okay, we did a little bit of fencing the last couple days, or I guess just yesterday, eh? We got this fence line here. We put in posts along the edge of the field on this side of the creek. So that just allows the cows to cross the creek still, but stay out of this hayfield / pasture. Up until now, we've had nothing to keep the cows out of here. So come spring, when we let them out into that pasture over there, once they get that eaten down, usually they cross the creek and come into this hayfield. And as you can tell, last fall they ate it right down to nothing. This field does need to get redone. You can see there's moss and that growing in it, which is a sign that the soil's lacking. I think it's lime. But anyway, so we put posts in. As you can see, it's a fair space in between them, except for right here, just because of the gully. But yeah, they're spread quite a ways apart, and that's strictly just because it's going to be one strand of electric. It's not a huge deal, if the cows get into this field. It's just to try and keep them out. So it's not like there's the road or anything on this side of the fence. But anyway, so that's our plan, is to get one strand of electric fence all the way around, like I said, all the way from the driveway over to the bridge over there on the 10. And we also are going to put a gate, one of those slinky electric wire gates, that if we need to, we can still let them into this field, but at least we can do it as we need and not just them free range it. So that's that fence. The other fence that we're working on is that fence out there along the 10, and then it hits the corner, and then it comes down the driveway. So that's all new posts. Those two fences out there are all going to be page wire with barbed wire on top. And we also, at the corner of the driveway there, we are going to put in 2 anchor posts instead of just one, and we're going to cut that corner on the diagonal. And then I think Jess is wanting to put some sort of like a flower bed and a sign or something out there at the end of the driveway. So that'll turn out nice. But yeah. Oh, Brookie just fell in the puddle. But yeah, so obviously all this brush and grass and the creek bed here is unusable to us other than pasture. So that's why I opted to put the fence on this side of the creek instead of the other, was because at least the cows and that can keep the brush down, and it gives them something to eat. So anyway, yeah, so that's the little update. We had the excavator come in and push the posts in, which is huge. But I'll just show you there on one of the posts here how solid they are when they get pushed in. These are just over 8-foot posts, and just sharpen them with the chainsaw. But I mean, like, I can't budge that post 1/4 inch. So good cedar posts. These are actually some of the smaller posts. I would say that's probably 7 inches, 8 inches in diameter. And we use the smaller ones for where there's just going to be electric, but the ones up that are going to be on the page wire, they're probably at least 12 inches in diameter. So some pretty big posts. They'll definitely last my lifetime. So yeah. So while the excavator was here yesterday, we piled up the manure. So that's just the manure from the second barnyard. Oh my goodness, you guys are just grunting and groaning something fierce. Shoes on, see if I can get across here. And there's the meat chickens. They're growing pretty good. They're only how old? 2.5? 2.5 weeks. They're quite the animal. They get pretty plump. There's old Pig Pig. Hey, Pig Pig. And that is the mountain of poo-poos in the main barnyard. I would say we probably got a little more this year than last year. So that'll be going on probably the field that's plowed up there this year. We got to replow it this fall, and that'll add to it nicely. I think we hauled probably close to 100 loads there last year onto that field. So be the same this year. Starting to dry up out there. Still wet, but starting to dry up. Anyway,